My love, the only one I see, my love, the only one that'll be my love. These words that I may sing. What's up with it, peeps? It's the one and only before the plantation. You know the business. About 4:33 a.m. and I'm bringing that flame. So please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Man, I should have did this video about 2 days ago when it came out. Stephen A. Smith, Michael Jordan, old agent, and then Rich Paul, man. The reaction is just, it's turbulent to the delusional people out there. Michael Jordan is not my favorite basketball player. I like Kobe better. I ain't saying he better than Mike, but I like Kobe better. That's just me. Yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. Come on now. When am I going to start going front line for Jordan? But as a man at 47 years old that I am, I got to go front line with Jordan. I hated him when he was competing with my boys. Of course you want to beat the best. You want to beat the best. And he had my eyes all teared up on the pillow some night, boy. And there was some days, boy, Jordan was just hell. Couldn't touch him. He get that mid-range club, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. So, you know, Jordan come back with the Wizards, do his grown man thing, as I see he did. And that's inspiring for an individual like me, even with the opposition that I had for him coming up as being a competitor, being a Knicks fan, you know? So when I got over my feelings out of that, like, man. And then my man, make sure y'all subscribe to Too Raw, man. They talked about the draining of the knee, but I didn't go in depth like my man Too Raw for Sports did. You know, Jordan was getting his knee drained every night with the Wizards. And just the main thing, Jordan stayed one team. Jordan stayed one team. But then you got the opposition in Rich Paul. And this LeBron James clique and this media, man, trying to change the narrative on basketball. Damn it, we knew what we watched. I know what I seen. I hate it. And then my thing is, LeBron ain't even Larry Bird. Why is it, then disrespect, he shouldn't even be compared to, you know what? That's right. I'm glad y'all not comparing him to Kobe because he's not even worth being compared to Kobe. I'm glad he's not even worth being compared to Tim Duncan. Sorry. It is what it is on that. And I'm just saying, man. Cause if a man that run away and go join teams and make teams and messes up organizations, come on, dude. That ain't what it is. So we got some audio coming from Stephen A. Smith, which he got Michael Jordan agent, and why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And so we finna talk on that. Let's go.
Really like LeBron. But I think if Jordan had cherry-picked what teams he wanted to be on and two other superstars, he would have won 15 championships, end quote. This prompted a...
Wow. Now, you know, if Jordan would have cherry-picked and see what team he would have gone to, he would have won. Ain't no telling how many championships. Ain't no telling. That's just what it is. I mean, from what we've seen in basketball, from what we know, come on now. Come on now, it is what it is.
Response from none other than LeBron James' agent himself, Mr. Rich Paul. Take a listen.
Yeah, he want to come with his little rebuttal. Now, I want y'all to listen to this crap. Listen to this malarkey.
We can't have revisionist history, and we all want to just determine who's the GOAT and who's the best and so on and so forth. But I just thought that was a little beneath David to say that. Michael never had to leave. Michael's never been the underdog in any finals. Not one time.
Dude, they weren't favored to beat the Phoenix Suns. One year they weren't favored to come out against the New York Knicks. Come on, cuz. I don't know about Utah, but I know Utah, well, they probably the favorite. I don't know. I have to go back and look on that, but the talk amongst the town was Utah was going to beat them. Man, Jordan, that boy, they killed me with that. And then on top of that, Indiana's Larry Bird team played Indiana. I mean, Indiana played them pretty hard. So we're going to stop with all this old craziness.
Michael never had a 24-hour, 365 news cycle. He never had shows built.
You don't know this. Man, Jordan had all type of slander going against him, and I'm the opposition. I remember the slander. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He put it out on the line on the court. He did what he had to do. That other bullshit y'all on, that's just bullshit.
Strictly to criticize him. People made millions of dollars criticizing LeBron James. That was their entire job. Michael.
Who criticizing LeBron James beside us? Ain't no criticizing. It's just us on YouTube be telling the truth about LeBron flop James. Not 4, not 5, not 6. That's his name. Not 4, not 5, not 6. Who you talking about? Not 4, not 5, not 6. That's what I'm talking about.
Played for Dean Smith. Michael played for Phil Jackson. And Michael had Jerry Krause. I'm the biggest Michael Jordan fan ever. Love Michael Jordan. And I don't think Michael Jordan would have used the term cherry pick, so I'm not up here to discredit Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan transcended our game to a level that we all benefited from.
What the hell do you mean, Rich Paul? When you say Michael never had a 24-hour, 365 news cycle, he never had shows built strictly to criticize him. What shows are built strictly to criticize LeBron James? See, this is the BS. This is the...
I want to know too. I want to know what media outlet cooks on LeBron James. Please tell me that you still care about that.
BS. We cover the sport. It's a 24 hours news cycle. There are plenty of positive things that are said about LeBron James on every show. Every show. This is where the whining and moaning accusations come from him and his camp. What 24-hour, 365 news cycle has shows built strictly to criticize him? So in other words, the shows that criticize him never, ever, ever give him credit, huh? Ever. Look, man, I ain't got time. I'm not even gonna waste my time with this. I'm gonna get to my next guest. I'm gonna get to my next guest right now. I'd like to welcome to the show none other than Mr. David Falk himself. Long time, buddy. How you doing, David? How's everything?
Delighted to be here this morning.
You said what you said. You've had an opportunity to reflect on what you had to say about LeBron James in comparison to Michael Jordan. The floor is yours. What would you like to say now?
At the outset, clearly LeBron James is a great player in any era. You'd be foolish to suggest otherwise. His longevity, his statistics are amazing. I think what makes Michael goes way beyond the court. I think on the court, Michael obviated the center position. Prior to Jordan, you needed the Elijah Watson Ewings, the Kareems, the Bob Laniers, and the way Michael played, he made it unnecessary to have a great seven. Look, we won the championship with Bill Whittington, Dickie Simpkins, Bill Cartwright, and I think that had a huge impact on the game. Secondly, perhaps even more importantly, I think Michael individually broke down every barrier that existed for professional basketball players, and in particular African-American professional basketball players, to become national marketing brand ambassadors. So the whole generation of LeBrons and Kobe's and Steph Curry's having to run shoes and being in commercials, did not exist before Michael came to the game. Magic didn't have it, Bird didn't have it, Dr. J didn't have it, Kareem didn't have it. And I think that's a preponderant impact. I think third, I believe he's the first NBA player to become a billionaire. I believe he's the first NBA player to become a majority owner of an NBA team. And then finally, he had tremendous impact on fashion. He changed the look of the way the players play with the long shorts. He made bold and beautiful. And so I think beyond comparing statistics, who had more points, who averaged more, even who had more championships, I think Michael's impact is extremely broad and deep in what he did to change the game. I don't think any other player in history had that kind of an impact.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. You leave me some comments and let me know what you think about the situation. And then, you know what? Jordan might not be your favorite player, but you got to acknowledge and bow down to the dominance. I mean, you just got to. This your boy Moose. Do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.